One of the things that I want to talk about with portion size is the label. The label is your best friend. I had someone come in and they're using that whole computerized thing. They're doing such a great job. And he said to me, I don't understand why I'm not losing any weight. I'm running, I'm exercising. I took a look at the computerized log and I said, did you look over here at this column? He goes, which one? I go, the sodium. Each day he was eating between 5,000 and 7,000, not every day, but a lot of the days, milligrams of sodium. We do not need a lot of sodium. If you have too much sodium, even if you're doing great, you could have a perfect serving with calorie-wise of turkey sausage or kielbasa or whatever. If you check the sodium levels, you're going to maybe retain fluids and not lose at the scale. So look at the servings per container. Even yogurt. You get yogurt sometimes, you go, oh, this isn't bad, and it looks and it's like 2.5 servings. Yeah. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like you could eat 2.5 servings? I say get the 100-calorie one, that's 1 serving, and then you don't have to worry about it. But read that label. The label will tell you how many servings are in that, how much sodium's in that, how many carbs. And if you're doing everything right and you're not losing, then you're going to have to say, maybe I'm not doing everything right. I looked at what I've been doing, and I think I have too big of portions. I really do. I'm working on that this week. A cup of cereal is a fist. Half a cup of rice, pasta, or potato. When you go to spaghetti dinners, they're not giving you a half a cup of pasta. Luigi's does not give you a half a cup of pasta. They give you enough to feed 10 people. And you might say, well, I'll bring home half and eat it at another meal. How about 4 different meals? Because that's the serving sizes we're getting. Also, we think fruit. I have one person who's having trouble losing. They're eating 8 or 9 servings of fruit a day. Fruit's good for you, in moderation, like all things. Also, cheese. We're eating a lot of full-fat cheese. Ice cream, I don't think anyone should be eating. Oh, did I say that? Yes, because we're on a weight loss plan. If it's a treat on a Friday night and you want a half a cup, fine. If it's low calorie, low fat, but some people are eating ice cream every day. Keep that food diary and study it. One of the things I wanted to ask people, not everybody, but those of you who can, try writing down your mood. If you're having a snack and you stop and you say, am I hungry, tired, stressed? Am I just miserable? Am I just not caring? What am I right now? I've had times where I've stopped and said, oh, I really want a 100-calorie snack pack. But why? And usually it was because I was stressed about something or worried about something. It was never because I was hungry. If I was hungry, give me some fish and a salad in my 3 meals. I'm not hungry when I'm having a 100-calorie snack pack. I want something, I need it, and that's when I can say no. So those of you who are using the food diary and doing a really good job of it, try this week, if you can, putting down your mood. And I love this next example here. This person did it. They wrote down, for breakfast, they were slightly hungry. They had a banana and low-fat yogurt. Okay, 300 calories. At 1 o'clock, they were really hungry. And they had a turkey sandwich. They had a small bag of chips. Okay, good. There's 400 calories. So now they're up to 600. But then at 3 o'clock, they weren't hungry. They were bored. And they had a chocolate bar, king size, 560 calories at 3 o'clock. Then they waited till 8 o'clock to have dinner, and they went to a restaurant with their friends, and they were very hungry, and they had fried potato skins and cheese because they were at a restaurant. I need to treat myself. I'm at a restaurant. Then they had a chicken Caesar salad. It's a salad, 855 calories. Well, then they had to have 2 large breadsticks, apple pie with ice cream, and a soft drink. The whole day turned out to be 3,620 calories. And I'm just curious, how many 3,620 calorie days do we have? More than we like to think. So try thinking about this. Try thinking about, are you hungry? Are you bored? Are you treating yourself too much? Also, you might not believe this, but you can eat at home. They have kitchens in people's homes. They have sinks for water. They have dishes. You can eat at home. Also, I get 2 breaks and a half-hour lunch. I didn't have any snacks for forever at my breaks. But then I got to the point where I'm like, well, geez, you know, maybe I need to have more small things. I'll have a hard-boiled egg at a snack and maybe an 80-calorie cheese stick. I'm not saying you can't snack, but there's protein snacks, there's fruit snacks, a nice apple. What I'm talking about is the cookies, the ice cream, those sorts of things that you think you deserve a treat. What's wrong with having 1 mini-sized candy bar that's 63 calories? I had one person that every day preceding Halloween, they wrote 10 fun-size bars. And the next day, 10 fun-size bars. It was their quota. They gave themselves 10. They did not go over that. And I thought, that's 70 fun-size bars times, let's say, 60. Help me out there, somebody.
420.
There's 1.5 pounds of fun-size bars. 3,500 calories is a pound. So, if you want, do we even do water, Bobby?
I'll go look.
If we want something, a taste of it doesn't break the bank. A taste of anything isn't going to kill you. If someone has a birthday and it's not you, and you want to taste the cake, fine. But do you need seconds of the cake? It says avoid eating when you're watching TV. Avoid cooking in large batches unless you're going to freeze it. Now I'm not talking about healthy things. I'm talking about when you're making spaghetti and meatballs. You know, are you using whole wheat pasta? Are you having a half a cup? Also try to eat. I see there's so many people who aren't eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're eating nothing, and then a healthy dinner, and then snack, snack, snack. I'm a firm believer in either 6 small meals or breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because your body, you think, well, I ate too much, I'm going to starve myself. That's not the way your body works. Your body is saying, you're starving me, thank you, honey, I'm going to hang on to this food. So you're not going to lose, even when you think you're starving yourself. Also, they say share your meal. One of the things I do is if I go out to a restaurant and I bring home the doggy bag, I don't eat it. I give it to our son, the human vacuum cleaner. I mean, any of you who have sons or children or anybody, bring it in. I told a couple people they should bring their leftover Halloween candy to the food pantry, and a lot of people in the group did. You know, they can always use things here at the food pantry. Also, I have not been to McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's or Arby's in 3.5 years. Those aren't options. You just say to yourself, I will not eat fast food, and then you don't. You don't. You say, well, what do you do when you're traveling? Well, there's like a lot of different avenues. You can go and get turkey. They sell it all different places. You can buy different things. And we also pack a lot of our own food. When we went down to the band competition in Virginia, we had a whole cooler. We packed so much stuff so that we wouldn't eat at McDonald's and Burger King. Also, the thing is, there's nothing we can't do if we just set our minds to doing it. Look at that guy who lost 198 pounds in the paper. Now he's going to be like a star because everybody's watching it. I mean, he did it in 11 months. Hello? 198 pounds in 11 months?
2 hours a day exercise.
2 hours a day.
And lots of fruits and vegetables.
And he also was eating an enormous amount of calories. When you're eating 7,000, 8,000 calories a day, yeah, and you drop it down, I mean, he was eating an enormous amount. When he was talking about what he was doing, I mean, talk about eating. But God bless him for doing that. Also, we're going to talk about 7 tips. Don't leave food in sight. Those of you who are living alone shouldn't have all these snacks in your house. And you might say, well, I got grandkids. They eat perfectly fine without you. They do not need to go to grandma's and grandpa's house and have you open up the, that's just an excuse. If you know they're coming and you want to plan ahead, get something you don't like. Say, I don't like this, but they do. Get that for them. I can't eat barbecue potato chips because I'm allergic to MSG and they all have it in there. That's the kind my son eats. I'm not even tempted to eat them. Use meat as a side dish. I'm not as concerned about meat as I am with pizza. And we're going to talk a little bit about pizza in a minute. Also, split a serving. There's so many times where you're at home and you say to your husband or wife, let me have a piece of that, let me have a taste of that. And then you feel like you ate some of it, but you're not getting the full calories. Also, remember what I said about eating, cleaning your plate. I will probably always clean my plate because it's so ingrained in me that I just can't imagine not. But I'm going to have to put less on my plate if I know ahead of time I'm going to clean it. As far as leftovers go, I have a hard time throwing. There's one person that I know, and she never watches the blog. I'm not going to say her name. She will make a full meal, and then whatever's not eaten, she'll throw it away. I've been to her house, and I've been like, I've ended up taking stuff home because just the mere thought, there's nothing wrong with the food. She doesn't like leftovers, so she throws it away. To me, it's like it hurts me physically. And I think, how can someone throw it away? There's nothing wrong with it. Now, sometimes I'm going to practice throwing good food away just to see if I can do it because I really don't think psychologically I can do it. So therefore, I have to have just the right amount. I have included a pocket. You see this thing here? It's got little things around the edges. I want everyone to cut it out and put it in their purse. It's called it's from WebMD, it's portion size guidelines. Remember, if you can't figure out what the cups and everything are, it's got little things. The cup is like a baseball. I found this interesting. A half a cup is a light bulb. I really didn't quite see that. Maybe they just mean the bulb part of it. Like this part here is like a half a cup. Also, a tablespoon. Here's another thing I have a problem with, salad dressing. Because I like salad dressing. And do you ever see it where it says 2 tablespoons? I'm supposed to have 2 of these on my salad. So psychologically I say, but it's light dressing. Glug, glug, glug. The new portion size Ellen is going to have 2 of these on her salad and get used to it. A deck of cards, as I mentioned, is what 3 ounces of chicken or meat is. A checkbook, everyone knows what that's like. A compact disc, well, my husband put it, what was the cassette tape? A slice of bread is supposed to be the cassette tape. A bagel should be the size of a can of tuna. Ever see some of the bagels they sell at Wegmans? Is it that size? I don't know. And 1.5 ounces of cheese. Remember I talked to you about the dice? Are we having dice-sized cheese? Yogurt is a baseball, light bulb, poker chip for butter and peanut butter. This is very good to get an idea of what we're doing. A cup of chili. Are you having, when you eat your chili, everybody, are you having this? I'm not. I'm probably having 3 cups of chili. Portion distortion. We can't say, well, it's healthy, it's turkey chili, there's just beans in it. We need to really think about what we're doing there. I'm going to stop right there, Bobby, because I'm going to spend a